Salner. I'm going to be teaching the chair yoga for MS. And thank you for joining me. And at the end of class, I invite you to give me some feedback on how things went and if there's any suggestions you have for me. I'm new to this. I do teach yoga for cancer. I have been doing my reading on chair yoga for MS and other mobility challenges that people have, but still want to practice and get the benefits out of a physical practice of yoga. So I took my yoga teacher training at Sacred Rivers Yoga Studio in East Hartford, Connecticut. I finished the training in 2013 and I've been teaching since. I've been a practitioner of yoga for about 30 years. My philosophy has always been do what feels right for your body. You know your body better than anybody. And I certainly don't know it. I'm a yoga teacher. I am not a physician. I'm not a PT. I'm not an OT. I read, I pay attention to my own body and what I understand to be good, healthy practices. So I hope you take the advice of your medical folks that you work with for your health and well-being. So I know some of you've been in the class before. I'm sitting in my chair and in front of me is my, for my feet, I have my yoga mat. You also, I'm sure some of you, again, I know it's a small class today, and maybe I don't know if you've taken this class before. You just obviously want to be barefoot if you can, and just feel your feet into the floor or the mat below you. Also, if it feels good, if you can sit a little more, sitting in a chair without arms and sitting a little bit more forward, that allows for your feet to be nice and flat on the floor, and that you can be squared off so that the lower legs are perpendicular to the floor and your thighs or upper legs are parallel with the floor. So again, do what feels right for your body. Everybody feels different each morning. Some days we feel strong and energized, and other days we just want to sit there and breathe, which is all you need to do. Years ago, someone said, "What's yoga all about?" I said, if you can show up and breathe, you can do yoga. So even that, calming your mind, really feeling, taking the time, the hour of yoga, just to focus in on your breath, reducing your stress and so forth. So other props you might want to have is a yoga block, or if you don't have a yoga block handy, believe it or not, a roll of paper towels works just as well, and actually sometimes even better because it's a little softer than a yoga block. So that almost putting a little bit of pressure on a roll of paper towels, mine's still in the plastic wrap, keeps it together, and then you can use this as a great prop. So unless there's a shortage of paper towel rolls, it's a good thing to have. The other thing you can do with that paper towel roll is put it on the back side of your chair. That allows, if you're short like I am, it allows me to sit up taller without leaning and sinking back into my chair. I'm just sitting a little taller with that roll behind me. Certainly a blanket or a towel are also great things to have. The other thing, again, and I've never met Michelle, and I know she had been teaching this for a while, and each teacher, as you know, teaches slightly differently. A pillow, a bolster, anything that you have that you can place on your lap. This is really great for a few of the postures, and especially when we come into relaxation and we stay seated in our chair, you can place your forearms on it and lean forward, tip the head down onto it that way, just letting the belly soften into that bolster or pillow in front of you. So just wanted to go over all of those. And again, in terms of staying healthy and comfortable, make sure you have some water nearby. Take a break when you need to, and we will get started. So if you've practiced yoga before, you know that the physical practice is really great for reducing stress. You become more self-aware of your body. It strengthens our muscles. It improves our balance and flexibility. So it can also lift our mood and help detoxify, especially when we do some of our twists. All right. So as I said, I've got my paper towel roll behind me. If you want to roll a blanket behind you, or just move your sits bones a little more forward into the front of the chair so you can sit nice and tall. All right, so let's settle into the chair. Let's place one hand on the heart and one on the low belly. And if you're comfortable to close your eyes, do that. So we block out the outside world. Let's use this time to focus in on ourselves. And we'll just focus in on breath to start without any additional movements. Just that hand on the heart and one on the low belly. Nice long inhale through the nostrils, lifting the chest a bit as you take in that breath. Hold the breath at the top, and then exhale long and slow through the mouth. Let it go. Inhale, lifting the chest, holding it at the top, and exhale long and slow. Your count. I will guide you, but you know what you can do. You're in your own personal space. Inhale and exhale. So as you're sitting there, feeling your bare feet into the rug, the mat, the carpet, whatever is underneath them, just wiggle toes gently. Feel the stability of the feet anchoring into the floor. Inhale and exhale. And as you have your eyes closed, let's do a little bit of visualization, placing yourself in a comfortable place, a place that brings peace and ease. And it may be the room you're in. You may picture yourself on a vacation. Maybe you enjoy gardening, and maybe it's just in that beautiful garden that will be coming along in the near future. Or maybe you're at the ocean or top of a mountain. You pick the image, the physical place that brings peace and ease to your mind. So picture yourself there. Keep that breath flowing. And as you picture yourself in that peaceful place, with the temperature just right, the sun is shining. So visualize and start to take in the other senses that you observe in that space. So what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? And what do you touch? So as you're focusing in on the five senses of that peaceful place, if a stressor or another thought that's not happy comes into your mind, place it into a bubble above your head and blow that bubble away. Bring yourself back. Picture yourself in that peaceful place. What do you hear? Sound of birds, maybe. Just maybe a gentle breeze blowing and letting leaves rustle. What are you smelling? What are you tasting? What do you hear? All of that. Hopefully that brings some peace and ease. And notice how your hands are feeling on your heart and your belly. See if the muscles in your face are softening, space between the brows, a little softer. Or even relax. I'm the one who's talking, so you relax your lower jaw. Maybe open the mouth a little wider, stretching, maybe even giving out a yawn or a sigh. Ah, just letting that jaw relax. A couple more breaths. And just notice maybe if you raced to get to class or you were busy earlier this morning, if your heart rate is slowed down a bit. So even this calming effect of yoga is a nice benefit. So let's open our eyes and place the hands on top of our thighs. And let's just take our hands to the knees and circle our hands gently and warming up those knee joints. So we were doing an inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. You can continue to do that breathing, or all nostril breathing, whatever feels best and easiest for you. Inhale and exhale. And as we're just warming up the knee joint and circle in the opposite direction, think of one thought that you can use as your mantra or your thought for the day. And I'm not sure if everybody is in Connecticut or where you're all located, but I'm in Vermont and it's a bright sunny day. However, it is 2 degrees where I am. So it's a little chilly. All right, let's come to stillness. So let's stretch our fingers. This is something I do in Yoga for Cancer. It really is a nice visual image. So we're going to flip the palms now. Palms are facing up and they're resting gently on top of the thighs. We're going to take an inhale as we stretch the fingers away, and then exhale, fingers cup in to the center of the palm. It's called blossom hands. So inhale, the sun, the warmth opens up the petals of the flower. Exhale as the fingers curl in. Inhale, letting the fingers spread apart. Exhale, they cup inward. Inhale, last time, stretching. And then exhale, they come inward. All right, and let's just shake out the wrists and wiggle fingers, circle wrists back and forth. So we're building on some very gentle movements. So hands obviously are important for lots of things that we do. So getting those knuckles and fingers and palms. So let's just rub the hands together to create a little bit of heat. And then stopping that friction, and then place the hands over the face. And just feel a little bit of that warmth. Take a nice breath in and out. In and out, and releasing the hands down. All right, let's just double check that you're sitting nice and tall, and just rock side to side gently. And you can place your hands on the underside of the thighs, really feeling sits bones anchoring into your chair. So let's do a seated mountain pose. So feet are just as straight forward, toes are pointing ahead. And feel from the toe to the heel, to the inside, to the outside edges of the feet, making contact with your mat or your floor. Legs are relatively soft. You don't have to put a lot of pressure there, but feel the sits bones anchoring into your chair. Pull the belly in, lift the rib cage out of the waist. Give yourself a little more length there. So you can actually place your hands at the waist, feel that bottom rib, see if it feels okay to put a little bit of pressure inward, and as you can almost lift your rib cage up. See how much longer and taller you are as you sit. Pull the shoulders back to widen the collarbones, and a slight tuck of the chin. Feel the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. You can close your eyes. Again, bringing yourself back to that peaceful place. So sitting as tall as you can, keep that breath flowing. You can change to that all nostril breathing. Inhale and exhale. And let's soften that a bit. One other breathing I'd like to bring up is, and maybe you've already done this, it's called breathing through your tongue. So it's all nostril breathing, or a little bit of a push of air out through the mouth. So it's hard for me to talk and do it at the same time, but just let's practice this for a moment. Sitting tall, what you're going to do is press the tip of the tongue to the arch, to the inside of the mouth. And just out to push that in there gently. The exhales through the mouth, and you can almost feel a cooling sensation. So try it with me. You can also try without breathe. You can let the breath come all the way out through the nostrils too. So it's one technique, and it's not for everybody, but I just thought I would bring that up. Okay, so let's go into some of our other movements here. Sitting tall once again. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Inhale the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, up, back, and down. A few more, about 5 or 6. Getting that whole shoulder girdle going, shoulders and upper back. Inhale last time, and then pulling them back, feeling that collarbone really wide, and a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades. Let the arms drop down by your side. Slight tuck of the chin. Inhale and exhale, and soften and release. Let's interlace the fingers and pull the arms out in front of us. You can tuck the chin down, and we'll take a few breaths here, maybe 5, inhaling and exhaling. As you stretch the arms away, we were closing the shoulder blades together. Now we're stretching them apart. Inhale and exhale. And let's open the eyes. If you close them, let's lift the hands and arms up. Let the gaze follow those hands as they go up towards the ceiling, stretching long. Again, if it feels like, well, you can go straight with arms, not elbows locked, but stronger. But if it feels better to have them bent, that's fine too. Looking up, stretching, and then see if you can flip the palms. So now the palms are facing upward. And once you flip the palms, pull the arms back a bit more, scoop the belly in. Inhale and exhale, feeling strong. Inhale and exhale. Let's let the fingers fall apart and just let the arms float down. Okay, let's do that one more time. Interlace the fingers, pull them out in front of us. Slight tuck of the chin as you feel that nice stretch in the upper back. Inhale and exhale. And now letting the arms go up to the ceiling, scoop the belly in, stretching the arms long, and then flipping the palms away. Inhale and exhale, a couple of breaths, chest is lifted, and then letting the arms float down. See how slow you can go in control. All right, so now let's do eagle arms. We're going to stretch those arms wide. So remember which arm is underneath. I'm going to guide you. I will mirror you. So when I say left under right, I know that my right is under the left. So anyway, stretching and tall as you can. Inhale and exhale, crisscross the arms. So I'm new to your class. I don't know what you've already done. Some of these postures will be familiar and hopefully it's not boring, but lifting the arms up once again as we crisscross at the elbows. Sit as tall as you can. Maybe bringing the chin down again as the arms come up. Inhale and exhale, and unwind the arms, stretching them out, lifting the chest. All right, opposite arm underneath. Inhale and exhale, crisscross at the elbows. Maybe the fingers touch, maybe they don't. Your range is yours. Inhale and exhale again. See if you can lift the elbows a little higher. Tucking the chin. Inhale and exhale. And unwind the arms. All right, let's do a shoulder roll and shake everything out. All right, next we're going to do some neck stretches, and you can either use your hand to guide you or just let the arms be down by your side. You can actually hold the seat of your chair or the legs. Sitting tall, inhale, and then exhale, tipping the chin, tipping over to your left side. So the ear works its way towards the shoulder. So side stretch. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. And nice and slow and steady. Again, if it feels good to use your hand to guide the head, do that. Just breathe, sigh, whatever feels good for you. And last time, over to your right, if you're following me. And we come back to center. All right, sitting tall, once again, wiggle seat into your sits bones into the chair. We'll tip our chin down. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, tip the chin down. This time I recommend interlacing the fingers behind the head. So the hands are cupping right around the back of the head as you tuck the chin down. Inhale, and pressing the head into the hands as you bring your head back up. Lifting the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, we curl down, chin down, maybe elbows even fold inward. Inhale up, stretching, looking up, press the head into the hands and the hands into the head. Exhale, round down. Inhale, back up, pressing the head into the hands. And then exhale, come to neutral and releasing the arms down. All right, let's do some work with the feet now. We'll transition to the bottom half, and then we'll come back to doing some twists and the upper body. So I'm going to move that paper towel out of my way. I'm going to sit back a little bit more, and we'll just alternate swinging the legs back and forth. So getting some movement in the knees. Inhale and exhale, just a swinging gently. And come to stillness. And now let's just point and flex the feet. And circling ankles in one direction and then the other. And then just shake out the legs a little bit more. All right. So if you happen to have a block or a paper towel roll, I'd like you to place it between the legs. I know a couple people joined after I started, so I was saying that if you don't have a block, a roll of paper towels really makes a really great prop. Don't need anything, but this obviously, as you press your legs together, whether it's with a block or paper towel, you're adding a little bit of muscle toning work. That's your adductors at work. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot, but believe it or not, even that little bit of pressure helps with that upper leg, the quad, inside edges of the quad muscles. So that's a really good, simple way to strengthen. So once again, sit nice and tall with something between your legs. Just a gently pressure. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Just gently squeeze in and out. Inhale, exhale, press in. Inhale, release. Exhale together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale apart. Exhale, press in. All right. So keeping that block centered, and maybe if you want to take a break and just wiggle a little bit, take it out, press it, then place it in there. So now we're not pressing really hard, but we're just going to keep our legs. This also helps us stay or keep our legs parallel so the knees don't knock in or we don't splay out. All right, keeping this in place, we're just going to do some toe taps alternating. So I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll move back a tiny bit. Hang on, okay, playing with the camera. All right, now you can see my feet. I'm using the block gently. I'm going to alternate stepping out with one foot then the other. One. So I'm holding this still. So I'm pointing my toes. Inhale out, exhale back, inhale out, exhale back, inhale out and back, inhale and exhale. Last time. All right, great. Okay, so keeping the block where it is, again, sitting more forward in the chair, and then we'll do some arm reaches. So this again is keeping us steady. So we're going to stretch our left arm straight up, Inhale and exhale, bringing it over to the right side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, stretch and a slight twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Couple more. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Last time, stretch that arm long, scoop the belly, and bending that arm over. And release and soften. Let's go to the other side, stretching your right arm up. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring it to the outside of your left leg. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Last time, inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And release. All right, take a moment to roll those shoulders once again. I like this as an in-between posture just to keep everything warm and loose. All right, so we did the upper back. We're going to do the thoracic back now. So taking your left hand, and again, if you want to move the block out of the way, that's too much. I'm going to keep mine here. It also, again, helps me keep my knees pointing forward. So taking your left hand behind the head, sitting tall, inhale and exhale. We're going to bring that elbow across. You don't have to come far. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross over as if you're going to your right shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring that elbow inward. Last time, inhale, exhale, and release the hand down. Let's go to the other side. So notice where you're feeling that. It should be just below the shoulder blades, the middle of the back, thoracic area. Going to the other side, here we go. Inhale, exhale, cross over the center of the body. Inhale, open. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale apart, exhale. Last time, opening, inhale, and then exhale. And we release down. Okay. So now let's move the block out of the way. You can sit back a little bit more, but just make sure your feet are anchored into the floor, and we'll lift our arms and we'll do a little bit more of a twist. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale, twisting over to your left side. Inhale up and exhale over to the right. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last time, over to the right. And coming back through center. All right. So what I like to stress is go as slow as you can, because more of the energy will come from the center of the body instead of the momentum of arms moving back and forth. Let's take a time out and stretch our arms wide and give ourselves a hug. So crisscross the arms. And just like we did in eagle, instead of up above us, where our fingers are reaching towards our back. And remember which arm is on top, because we're going to do the opposite way. And see how far your fingers spread towards towards your back. Maybe you can let the fingertips touch the shoulder blades. Maybe they move in a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Tip the chin slightly down. Pull the belly in. Sit as tall as you can. And breathe. Just enjoy this self-love. The hug that you're giving yourself. Inhale and exhale. Now let's open up. So remember which arm was on top, and hug in the opposite direction. Thanks. Taking my own advice. Okay. Have fun with your yoga. It's okay to smile. It's okay to giggle. It's a good way to get the endorphins running. Inhale and exhale. You might notice that one hug is easier to maintain than the other. Well, that's true. One side is usually a little bit more flexible than the other, whether it's our legs or our arms. And let's unwind that hug. All right, and then shake out those arms. Okay, let's take a time to do some tapping of our face, our eyes, our necks, and our arms. This is really a nice way to self-soothe yourself if you're stressed or just need a calming moment. So again, I don't know if Michelle has guided you on this, but we're just going to let the fingertips touch right at the hairline, the top of our forehead, starting with the fingers together, tapping gently. Again, this can be done with your eyes closed. Gently tap as you move from the center of the forehead near the hairline, going around, down towards the temples and the jaw. Maybe open the mouth a little bit wider. And this tapping, you can also add a little bit of vibrational sound as you're doing this, especially as we get towards the throat. So the jawline, the chin, and the neck. Create a hum for yourself. Tapping the neck, letting the fingers come down towards the collarbones. Whether or not you can touch the collarbones without the fabric there, it's okay if you go through fabric. Or if you have a looser t-shirt, just let the fingers touch the skin. And tapping right down into the sternum. Again, this is something you can definitely do on your own and practice this. Just, you'll notice when we finish the tapping, sort of a very quieting sensation. All of a sudden, that stress that you may have held in your neck or your shoulders just softens, even if it's momentary. All right, and release. All right, we're going to do that same thing for our arms. Extending your right arm out and then bringing your left arm around, going from the wrist, gently tapping all the way up into the shoulder, tap all the way down. And release, shake that out. Let's go to the other side. Tapping. And release. All right, stretching everything out. And another stretch that we can do for our face is to open and close the eyes really wide. So we probably don't even think about that, but blinking is really good for keeping our eyes moist. Stretching the eyes, believe it or not, is also, there's muscles in there that don't get used as much. We just sort of look without thinking about what our eyes do for us. So open the eyes as wide as you can. Maybe look as far over to your right side as you can. Look up, then gently move over to the left side, and then let the eyes drop down. Again, circle gently. Don't go too fast. You'll be dizzy. Looking up, over to the left, look down, back over to the right, looking up, and that back over to the left. And blink, 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 and we'll reverse those looks. Here we go. Looking over to your left, looking down, looking right, looking up, left, down, right, up. One more. And complete that. All right. And let's do our seated bird dog. So you're going to sit again a little more forward in the chair. And we're going to alternate the leg and arm. So when we stretch out your left leg long, or as long as you can pull it out, stretch the opposite arm up. If we were on the floor on our hands and knees, it'd be alternate arm and leg. And this is the same, you can get the same kind of core work here. Keep that core engaged as you do this movement. So here we go, extending that right leg out, left leg out, and the right arm up. Inhale and exhale, bring them both in, go to the other side, stretching your right leg and left arm out, bringing them in, alternating your pace. Again, slower is stronger. Takes a little bit more control. And I know it can be hard. Just as amazing how we can slow our mind down by doing slow motion movement. Find a little relaxation. And release. All right. So we're going to do a figure 4 seated now. So you're going to take your right leg, crisscross it over. And again, you may want a blanket or pillow, depending on how your leg is feeling. See if you can bend. And just bend to the point where you can lift that leg up. And maybe that's too much, just cross it below. But if you're able to wiggle yourself forward in the chair, cross one leg over, let's just do a seated figure 4 stretch. Inhale and exhale, sitting as tall as you can. Inhale and exhale. And then come forward gently. And see if you can do it with a flat back. I'm holding gently, my hand is on top of the leg that's bent on top, and the other hand is on the sole of the foot. Inhale and exhale. You fold and hold. Inhale and exhale. This is a great way to open up the hip flexor, that hip joint. Inhale and exhale, and pulling yourself tall. And let's give ourselves a little bit of massage of the toes while we have this leg crossed. So reaching those thumbs on the ball of the foot, massage the foot there, wiggle and warm up the toes. Give a little bit of blood flow down there, maybe to the arch of the foot, to the heel, just warming it up. And again, you can just give it some nice taps, getting a little bit of stimulation down there. So I know sometimes we, a lot of us, or some of us have neuropathy, and just getting a little bit of blood going down there helps with a little bit of that numbness sensation. Warming it up, getting sometimes our toes don't move as well as they should, or we want them to. All right, let's change legs. Going to the other side. Figure 4 on this side. Sitting tall, scoop the belly in. Inhale and exhale, and then lean forward. And bringing yourself back up to tall, same thing here. Let's massage the foot, thumbs to the ball of the foot and the fingertips on top, just really rubbing and soothing those feet to the arch and to the heel. All right. So we're going to do tree, and it can be done seated, but if you're willing and able or would like to try, use your chair for some support. So the chair back is going to, the hand that's on the chair, if you're feeling comfortable, maybe both hands should be on the chair, or you can use a desk or a tabletop, whatever you have. So placing the hands, or the leg that's going to be your standing leg is the leg that's closest to the chair. So stand as tall as you can in a nice strong mountain. Inhale and exhale. And then turning out the opposite leg. Keeping the ball of the foot down on the floor, let the heel touch in towards the ankle of your standing leg. And if this is your tree, this is a perfectly wonderful tree. Lifting the chest, scooping the belly in, tailbone is rooting down. Maybe even closing your eyes, bringing yourself back to that peaceful place. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like to try lifting the sole of the foot towards the calf or just off the floor, that's an option. Or maybe just going back down, letting the big toe touch down and the heel gently pressing towards the standing leg. A few more breaths here. Picture your favorite tree. Inhale and exhale. And it could be a breezy day where you are. So if your tree is wobbling or wiggling or just moving gently in the breeze, that's all right. One more breath on this side. Inhale and exhale. Release that leg down. And let's just move the hips side to side. Bend the knees. Let the hips go side, then the other side. And maybe a circle of the hips. And we reverse that. All right, let's do tree on the other side. Using the chair for support or a table, whatever you have. I'm actually in a space where I could actually hold on to two things. One on the side with my standing leg and one here. So wherever you set up your yoga space, make sure you have the props you need. Stand tall once again in your mountain and setting up the tree pose that feels best for you. So certainly the ball of the foot down is fine. That's balance enough for a lot of us. Maybe it's the toe down, or maybe the sole comes up. Again, looking straight ahead at something that's not moving, scooping the belly in. Inhale and exhale, finding a nice strong tree. And releasing that leg down. Again, let's just do those hips side to side, using the chair or table for support. Nice movement in the hips. All right, let's return to our chair. We'll sit down again. All right, let's do those. We're going to do a pose that's called Teapot Series. So we're going to bring our arms up into cactus, sitting tall. Inhale, the arms are apart. Exhale, the arms come together. Inhale, open. Exhale, the arms come together. Inhale, apart. Exhale, together. Inhale, apart. Exhale, together. Last time, open. Let's just hold the cactus arms, scooping the belly, lifting the chest. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, bring them together. Let the hands touch. Maybe you can bring the elbows in. Inhale and exhale. Let's see if we can lift the arms straight up, keeping the palms together. Lifting them up and then bringing them back down. One more, inhale up, bringing them back down and bringing the hands to heart center. Let's press those thumbs into the heart center and tip the head down. Inhale and exhale and release the arms down. All right, we're going to do another shoulder roll and then we'll do crisscross with the teapot. The cactus arms. Here we go. Arms back up into cactus. Inhale, arms are apart. Exhale, bring your left to the right. Inhale, open. Exhale to the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, open. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, open. Exhale, and open last time, and slowly release the arms down. Let's take a break. There's one more to do. but maybe your deltoids and the upper arms are a little tired. Take a breath here, inhale and exhale. All right, now we go into this posture that's called teapot. Inhale the arms back up into that cactus. Exhale, we tip to the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, over to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, open. Exhale to the right. Inhale, open. Exhale. Back and forth. Nice and slow. Notice what you're feeling. These are side body muscles, the intercostal muscles around the rib cage, the obliques. And last time, and release the arms down. Okay. All right, let's do, let's see, we've already done tree, we've done our elbows, we've done the massage and the figure four. Okay, I think we've just about covered everything I had planned. And we went through the list faster than I thought. So now if you happen to have a bolster or pillow, take a moment and set that up on your lap. If you don't have a bolster or pillow, certainly a folded blanket works as well. Now I suggest you sit back in your chair a bit more, but keeping those feet flat on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Just place the forearms gently on that blanket, bolster, whatever you have. Inhale and exhale. Tip the chin down. Just feel this nice stretch in the back of the neck. Take your time. Maybe widen the stance of those feet a little wider. So we're going to come forward. Let the belly relax and lean into the bolster. And maybe the hands move forward as well. Inhale and exhale. Lowering the head down. So you're rounding over your blanket or bolster, softening the back, and taking a few breaths here. And bringing yourself back up to seated, very slowly. Inhale and exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. So this stretch you should feel in the mid to low back as we fold forward over this, a nice big pillow, bolster, folded blanket, whatever you have. So sitting up tall once again, and it's okay to let the belly relax, and we fold forward, leaning in, letting, if you've got that pillow, blanket, whatever you've got, pressing in towards the center of your body and fold forward. So I've widened the space between my feet. Just gives me a little bit more support as I come forward. Inhale and exhale. And bringing yourself back up to tall. Taking another breath here. Inhale and exhale. Do 1 more forward fold. Here we go. Soften the belly, round the back, and lean into your bolster. Let the breath flow. Maybe you try that tongue breathing here, with the tip of the tongue towards the roof of the mouth. Taking your time, we're going to push ourselves back up to tall. See how slow you can go. As you bring yourself up to tall, keep that chin slightly tucked and allow the head to arrive last in your nice seated position. All right, you can move that bolster out of the way. And again, move a little bit more forward in your seat, in the chair. And we'll sit tall and take another breath in. We'll return to our seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. We'll do a few more breaths there, and then we'll go into relaxation. So returning to hand to the heart and one to the belly. Inhale and exhale. Think about tucking the chin in so that the head is not jutting out, that there's a little bit of push inward. And notice as you do that, feel the strength along the spinal column. So that head is really centered over the shoulders. So this is something you can practice in front of a mirror after class or another time, just to notice how your posture is. Really makes a difference for lung capacity and the way you look and how you stand and feel. So put a smile on your face as you continue your breath in and out. Let the sides of the mouth curl up. Inhale and exhale. And opening the eyes. And let's set up for relaxation. So you can stay seated in the chair, which is most likely where you want to be, but sit back and soften everything. And as you make yourself comfortable, maybe just let those legs sway again, just kicking them out in front of you. If you have props like a blanket or going back to the bolster, you can put the blanket over your legs for a little warmth. You can cover your feet, whatever makes you feel cozy and comfy as we close out yoga practice with a bit of relaxation. So find yourself comfortably seated. If you got warm during practice, you're probably starting to cool down. And let's do a body scan from head to toe. So as you soften back in your chair, maybe you slump a little bit, that's all right. Just feeling the back into the chair. To feel how the top of your head is. Closing your eyes, softening the space between the brows. Nice long inhale and exhale. Maybe it's all nostril breathing. Letting the jaw soften, relax, open the mouth a bit more. Softening the shoulders. Feeling the hands just softly touching down in your lap. Soft chest and belly and hips. And all we're doing is the breath. Nice long inhale and exhale. Legs are soft. Maybe they splay out a bit. Again, if it feels good to have them on top of the blanket, you know what feels right. Maybe the soles of the feet are actually touching, as if we were in butterfly. Inhale and exhale. Soften everything. And with your eyes closed, bring yourself back to that peaceful place. Place of ease and comfort. Stresses just blow away. No place to go. A few more breaths and relaxation. And we start bringing awareness back to our body. Some gentle stretches of fingers and toes. And circling wrists and ankles. Maybe a nice longer inhale and a longer exhale. Inhale and exhale. And shaking the legs a little bit, shaking the arms, a shoulder roll. And then bringing yourself back up to a comfortable seated posture. So instead of leaning back, sit tall once again. Let's bring our hands together at heart center, thumbs pressing towards the sternum. Slight tuck of the chin. Take a nice breath in and out. Set an intention for yourself today to feel strong and healthy. And no pressure, just do what feels best for you and your body. Let's tip the head down towards the fingertips. Take a breath in and out. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste. So thank you. I hope this was good. I am new to the class. I don't know what Michelle has done. She said, just do my own thing and lead the class. And certainly since we're not in the same space and I haven't met any of you in person, I just hope this worked. And certainly what I say to all my yoga classes is do what feels right. If you want to take a posture further along than I teach, feel free to do that. If you want to back it off, just do a little less. It's your yoga and it's what's supposed to make you feel better and have a good day. So thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Patricia, so much. Great class.
Oh, good. All right. Who's speaking? Is that?
That is me.
Hi. All right. Well, I see there are a few other people on the line that I don't, I see they've got a photo or just a name. So I hope that worked well. And I will see you all next time.